right, welcome guys. This is Carter Freeman here. Another one of my videos in my series of my favorite, least favorite music of the 2020s so far. Today we're going to talk about the best EPs of the decade so far. Usually when you think about artists releasing new music, you immediately go to a song or an album, but the EP in its short form release, I think, can still provide a really fun, interesting look at artists and the way they make music today. So I've got 20 great EPs, at least I thought they were great. Can't wait to talk about them. I'm going to go through the first 10 kind of quickly so we can disseminate more on the top 10 because those are the best ones. So without any further ado, let's start talking about them. At number 20, I've got Tovlo and S.G. Lewis with Heat. 4 tracks, 4 bangers, 4 dance floor hits, 4 great songs. Then at 19, you've got a debut EP from a new dream pop act that I really enjoyed. Their stuff is real hazy, but it's still really captivating. That would be Crushed with their 2023 EP, Extra Life. Then at 18, it's a K-pop group I've always really enjoyed. They do really fun or a little more experimental kind of K-pop than some of their compatriots. That would be WJSN and their 2020 EP, Neverland. At 17, it's Ghost with their Phantomime EP. 5 covers. I love that this band will cover just about anything. They cover Genesis, they cover Iron Maiden here, they cover Tina Turner, and it all rocks. The fact that they can take all of these kind of different artists and turn them into their own signature sound is really, really fun. At 16, we see Little Simz on her Drop 7 EP. She's getting more into electronic, more club-ready beats here, but at this point, I think Little Simz can rap over pretty much anything and make it sound really good, and she definitely does that here with this new style of sound that she goes for. Next, at 15, I've got Angel Olsen and her Forever Means EP. Some of the leftover tracks from her big time album sessions from the previous year. They're all really good. It's more of her dealing with the changes in her life, and this is in a more stripped back manner, which allows Angel's big voice to really shine through. Next, I would be remiss not to mention the fun and zany, crazy songs that JPEG Mafia and Danny Brown gave us back in 2023. This is on their Scaring the Hose DLC pack EP. Pretty much anything they did on that collaborative effort was just ridiculously fun, and all the stuff that was left on the cutting room floor that didn't make the main album should have. And I'm glad it got released in this form. 13 is an artist that I've never enjoyed a full album of his, but in this shorter form, I think he hits really hard. That's Orville Peck with his Show Pony EP from back in 2020. He's got such a big voice that can carry songs, and I don't think he's ever found a way to do that on a full album that interests me, but when it's just in these little bursts like it is on this EP, they really shine through. Coming in next at 12, that's Spoon with their Memory Dust EP, some of the leftover songs from their Lucifer on the Sofa sessions. That was one of their hardest rocking albums they've ever made, so this is one of their hardest rocking EPs they've ever released. Then at 11, it was a welcome return last year from Bon Iver on this Sable EP. It's more akin to his earlier work like For Emma, Forever Ago, or the Blood Bank EP from the late 2000s. More folksy, very welcoming. It really allows Vernon's versatile voice to show through and deal with some of the pain that he's going through. And I hope this isn't the only thing we hear from Bon Iver this decade. It's been a long time since their last album. This was the first Bon Iver-centric release Justin Vernon had done since 2019, so let there be more. All right, starting the top 10, you've got Boy Genius with The Rest EP that they released after The Record album from 2023. Phoebe, Lucy, and Julian just worked together so well. It was apparent on the main record, and all of these extra songs that came from that record make up a great EP too. They seamlessly trade off vocals and they're all in sync playing together. It's just a really tight package, and I hope that they continue to make more stuff together. At number 9, it's worth your time to kick your feet back, get a tropical fruity drink, and turn on Donny Benet's Le Piano EP. It's a really fun set of tropical synth pop songs that will make you feel like you're wearing a Hawaiian shirt, sitting in a chair on the beach, feeling super cool. After that, at 8, it's Eve's Tumor with their The Asymptomatical World EP back in 2021. A lot of the experimentation that Eve's was doing on their 2020 LP, Heaven to a Tortured Mind, is kind of continued in its fuzzy sense on this EP. The guitars are blown out, the drums are clangorous, but Eve's is still a super magnetic vocalist. Throughout all the crazy instrumentation, it's Yves Tumor themselves that really keep you going throughout this EP and keep you coming back for more. At 7, I do want to shout out this Night Tapes EP from 2023. That would be the Assisted Memories EP. Each different song is its own weird little hazy synth pop world. It's like a mist on a dark night that just envelops you, but it doesn't scare you, it welcomes you in. And Iris Visick is the perfect guide for this kind of hazy synth pop. Her voice is really light, it's really welcoming, and it just makes these soundscapes all that much more interesting. Following that, at number 6, I do love this Cobra Man EP, New Paradise 1 from 2023. These 5 tracks are as boldly 80s as any modern song could possibly be. Just look at the duo that makes them, and you know that not only do they love the 80s, but they respect it. And by respecting it, they take the sounds and styles of the 80s, but make something that's really fun in today's world. From the montage-worthy Cadillac to the bangin' closer Tomorrow's Parties, these songs love the 80s, they respect the 80s, but they have fun in today's music world. And I think that's one of the many things that makes these songs great. Now we're into the top 5, and at number 5, I love these reworkings of Turnstile songs that Bad Bad Not Good did on this New Heart Designs EP. A lot of the songs from Glow On, that amazing 2021 album from Turnstile, are extremely melodic, gorgeously produced, but a lot of that's hidden under a lot of rage and a lot of noise from their hardcore exterior. Well, Bad Bad Not Good strips a lot of that away, and it just leaves these incredibly beautiful compositions that are pillowy soft, super jazzy, super smooth, that I really did not ever think a hardcore song like Mystery could be reworked like this, and yet it works incredibly well. It's a totally new take on an artist's previous songs that I absolutely adore. Then at number 4, it would be Hemlock Springs with her Going Going Gone EP from 2023. A lot of her songs got really big on TikTok, which I feel like is a red flag to, an old man like me. But Hemlock is super raw in both her vocals and her production. But even as she works through the kinks of the things that do and don't work for her, she's still making incredibly catchy pop songs. Songs like Girlfriend, super bouncy, super fun, super playful in its lyricism. Heaven and Anyone bring forth some really urgent emotions and urgent instrumentals for Hemlock to sing over. And then she has a lot of fun just calling you a piece of shit on the appropriately titled POS. The fact that these songs are this raw and still this fun means that Hemlock has a lot of room to grow. And I, for one, cannot wait to see where she goes next, because if she's this fun now at the beginning of her career, then watch out, guys. Coming in at number 3, that would be Caro Caro Bonito with their Civilization 2 EP from back in 2021. This EP shows the growth from KKB's early, kind of very playful, childish brand of pop to something that mines the past, the present, and the future for ideas. It's a lot more layered, it's a lot more intense at times than anything they've done before, but every melody is still really catchy. Each different era that they go through offers a new story that is engaging, and Sarah Bonito's very light, playful voice still works even as the instrumentals around her get more intense and more complicated. They're one of the most fun, most interesting pop acts that's been working over the last 10 or so years, and it's really fun watching them continue to grow and experiment with things on each new release. Then at number 2, it was an EP that got me through the pandemic in a big way. That's Bumper with their 2020 EP, Pop Songs 2020. I think it goes without saying that there was not a whole lot of joy for a lot of people in 2020, and these set of really light, bouncy, super fun, but still super meaningful pop songs did a lot for me as I was sitting at home, stuck in my apartment through that time. Michelle Zauner of Japanese Breakfast fame provides the vocals, and Ryan Galloway does a lot of the production, and this duo just works really, really well together. There's some elements of city pop in here, there's some elements of mainstream pop, similar stuff to what Japanese Breakfast does on their, own records, but it all coalesces incredibly well. It's really quick. It's one of those things that might have probably just been a one-off during the pandemic, but I would love to see this duo get back together and do more stuff like this, because in any given year, joy is in short supply, and this is the kind of music that can provide it. But my favorite EP of the decade so far has to be New Jeans with their 2023 EP, Get Up. When they burst onto the scene in early 2023, there was just something so fresh, something so new about what this group was doing compared to the Red Velvets, the Blackpinks of the K-pop world. They take so much from 90s pop, early 2000s girl groups, a lot of different things that I don't feel a lot of the bigger acts are utilizing. And all of these styles that they mine work incredibly well when the melodies and the rhythms are as tightly produced and as catchy as all of the songs on this EP are. Each track has its own singular little thing that'll kind of get stuck in your head. Like ETA's got these really kind of annoying horns that don't get so annoying the more you listen to them. They just become super catchy. Super Shy's got this really skittish drum beat that's really memorable. Some of the synths on the opening track are really great. There's a ton to love on this little EP, and it's only 12 minutes long, which makes it really easy to run over and over again, like I definitely have. There's not a lot of K-pop groups that come in and really want to be different, want to be new, and I think that really helps New Jeans stand apart from a lot of their compatriots. So I think this EP is great. I think it's the best of the decade so far, and there we go. 20 EPs. Love them all. Think they're great. Think you should listen to them. If you want to, I've got a playlist in the description below with one song from each EP on Spotify. And then, of course, on my Substack, I have more on each of these EPs with a link to each of them on YouTube. So that's all there for you. Recommend them all. Go listen to them. Tell me what you think. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, all that fun stuff. Subscribe to my Substack. I really put a lot of work into that. I would love to grow that this year. And yeah, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I appreciate you making it to the end. And we'll do a couple more of these videos, and then we'll call it a day, call it a week on these lists. So until then, see you next time.